Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins.
Welcome, everybody. I am the Crypto Crow. Welcome, everybody in chat. I was going to go live at 9:30 tonight, and I thought, you know what? I've got some downtime. The wife took most of the kids out to get them some stuff, and I thought, well, I'll take advantage of the opportunity to do this now. So what's up, everybody? Cardano, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Am I still so crazy? A while back, I predicted a $24 Cardano, and everybody said, Crow, you're out of your mind. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You don't know shit about crypto. You don't know how this works. You don't understand market caps. Like, I heard it all. And I'm just like, okay. I mean, whatever. I have my own opinions based off of what I see and I read and my own little crazy calculations on the potential for the future. Here's the thing. I feel like so many people are trapped in the current box that cryptocurrency is in right now. Like people today, they look at the market cap and they say, market cap's only 284 billion. There's no way it could get $1 trillion. It's like people just do not plan for the future. They don't understand what's being developed here. I truly think that the majority of people in cryptocurrency today look at the fast, near 60, 90-day window of everything. There's so many people that they look at the technology space, they look at the crypto space, and they think to themselves, like, everything is in such a small box. It's almost like, I don't even know an analogy that would make sense, but when I look at cryptocurrency, I don't look at just the particular coin or just that particular company. I look at the overall picture in 5 years, 10 years down the road, what the goals are, what problems does this solve, how does it interact with or function with or against other technologies in the blockchain space, and if all were to come together, what is the greater picture once all of these individual puzzle pieces are live on mainnet, they're all working, everything is solid, the teams are good, everything's growing, so forth and so on. And then I think once the foundation has been laid, at what point does the big money come into the space? And if big money, see, a lot of people think, oh wow, we had an $850 billion market cap with crypto like in December, January, and they can't fathom the idea of having a $5 or $10 trillion market cap in cryptocurrency. And the reason for that is lack of foresight. People are so used to seeing the numbers leading up to this point. And so they're trapped into the mindset that there's some sort of glass ceiling to the overall growth of the cryptocurrency market. That is not the way to look at this. That is not the way to look at this. Now, Cardano will not be as big as everyone thinks. Well, I definitely think you're wrong about that, but we shall see. Okay, so here's the thing. First, well, I mean, looking at Bitcoin right now, we're up to 77.32. And now, for a while in my Telegram, I've been kind of telling everybody what I thought was going on, over the past few days, because I haven't done a video in a few days. And ultimately, what I truly believe we're seeing is we're seeing stuff like this coming out. Bitcoin likely to triple its market cap by taking a bite out of gold, says Van Eck. Basically, what this article is saying is that they're starting to look at Bitcoin as the new gold. There's a finite supply. There's only so much that's ever going to exist. And everybody wants a piece, right? And, the more waves cryptocurrency makes in the overall tech sphere, and then beyond that into the mainstream, more and more people are going to want their little taste of Bitcoin. And there's just not enough going around. And once these institutions start buying into it heavily, well, it's going to get sucked up a lot faster. And so, when I see articles like this that are basically talking about Bitcoin, even 10% of those who have invested in gold, if they were to take 10% of their portfolio and put it into Bitcoin, the market cap for Bitcoin would triple overnight, right? Investors do refer to Bitcoin as a form of digital gold, and gold today has around $7 trillion outstanding. If you take 5 to 10%, I'll let everyone do the math. Bitcoin has an upside. Of course it does. Bitcoin's current market cap is around 132 billion. When was this written? This was just written. This is today. That's what I thought. Little off on that. Oh, well, Bitcoin's market cap. Yeah, okay. Never mind. That's right. According to CoinMarketCap, if gold investors were to move 10% of their assets over to Bitcoin, BTC's market cap would more than triple. So, and this is just one thing. Like, this is just one small thing, right? But what's happening is it looks like a lot of people are selling altcoins to get a bigger position into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's dominance is growing. It's getting better. 46.7%. That's a high since, I don't know, man. It's since probably December, January. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it all in detail. But that's pretty high. I think the highest I've ever seen it, though, I can't even remember when it was. Those were like 52%. But what I think is happening is people are kind of hedging their bets. They're saying, okay, well, all this institutional money, all of this big money that's preparing to go into Bitcoin between the ETF that I do believe is going to be approved. I saw an article today, 97% of all feedback to the SEC regarding the new Bitcoin ETF that they're supposed to be voting on in August was positive. Tika Tawari said himself, he's like adamantly stating it is going to be approved, and he kind of breaks down why. Now, of course, you've got some people who are, I don't know what I'm going to guess that they're shorters, talking about, it's not going to get approved, and here's why. I don't even listen to them because I think it's bullshit. So, yeah, I mean, and I actually use Cardano as kind of a metric for a lot of things and how the market's doing, because I've been watching it so closely for so long that even at 16 cents, it's a steal. When it was 11 cents, though, man, I snatched up some more. And, and I've shown my calculations about, when Ethereum drops in price, like right now it's at $450. It was recently at $500. Well, when it was at $500, all the altcoins were more expensive as well. But in a position like this, with Ethereum being $450 and a lot of the altcoins dropping, well, typically you can buy more altcoins per Ethereum in a downtrend than you can in an uptrend, okay? But a lot of people are even selling some of their Ethereum to improve their Bitcoin positions because they're anticipating the news in August. So what do I see happening? Well, ultimately what I am going to assume is to happen is I do believe that the Bitcoin market is going to continue to increase, and I think it's probably going to continue to increase until August when the news comes out as to whether or not this ETF goes. If it does, well, then we're going to have a whole new realm of just a whirlwind of stuff happening around this ETF that's going to be the end-all, be-all for a lot of institutional buyers that could very well start sending things up very quickly. But even if it gets approved, right? They say, buy the rumor, sell the news. Well, even if it were to get approved, what will happen is up to that point, Bitcoin will probably peak for a bit. Once everybody knows what's happening, well, at that point, that's going to send FOMO waves through the entire crypto space. And if Bitcoin peaks around that time, that is when I see the altcoin market start taking a huge rise up, because a lot of people are going to be using their Bitcoin profits to improve their altcoin positions, while everything is taking its course with this ETF and all of these other funds and everything else going on with the institutions and so forth and so on. And that's when I start seeing the actual bull run starting to take effect. Because here's the thing, a Bitcoin price at $77.32, even if it gets up to 20,000, that's a little more than double, right? But if something like Cardano goes from 16 cents back up to $1.30, or more, which my opinion is very strong about Cardano doing very well later into 2018. And then, of course, 2019 is going to be a stupid year for Cardano, in my opinion. But it's not just Cardano. A lot of these altcoins who have proven their use cases and have kind of withstood the test of that initial 4-month period that a lot of ICOs die after concluding, I think they're going to do very, very well. And I think that's when we're going to start seeing the market really go up. So rather than say, when are we going to see everything change and giving a specific date, I think it's a kind of a flow of processes that's going to happen. Now, a lot of people told me that I was crazy about Cardano hitting $24. Now, granted, I did say $24 by the end of 2018. None of us expected the craziness that's been going on this year and just the strong downtrend. I mean, 4 months, 5 months, might be 6 months, but I do think things are definitely turning around, and I think I kind of understand exactly what's happening. Now, I interviewed Charles Hoskinson recently. The videos had, 20-something thousand views, and a lot of people loved that interview. So to those of you that have been posting and liking that video, I really appreciate it. I think the crypto space is starting to look at me as more of an interviewer of CEOs because I've been getting a lot of requests from all over the place where people are more interested in me interviewing the CEO or the team than they are actual reviews, because they know I'm brutally honest about my reviews. And so, but what I'm doing is I'm basically saying, look, if I do a review, you have a much better chance of me actually doing an interview as a follow-up, especially if I like the project. But I do have some interviews coming up. So anyway, I reviewed Cardano a long time ago. Not necessarily a review. I just told everybody this is my favorite coin. And this was way back. This is I don't know, how long has it been? 6 months ago? And so I recently interviewed Charles, and I told Charles, I said, look, Charles, I predicted a potential $24 Cardano, and everybody thinks I'm crazy. And I think his initial reaction was, maybe you are, but anything's possible. And I do believe I got that man's wheels turning, because now he's come out and he basically says, envisions Cardano as the first $1 trillion cryptocurrency. Here's the thing. Major investors, they don't want to get into something late to the party, okay? So if Bitcoin is first generation crypto and Ethereum is second generation, it's obvious Cardano is considered third generation and it's trading at 16 freaking cents right now. You've got a high level academic staff and team, multiple teams working on this project and working on not just developing its use case, but developing communities in different countries that are going to be using it. They are not just creating a crypto coin or a token. They are developing a full-blown economy. If that economy continues to grow and take shape over the coming months, years, it is very likely we are going to see not just a $1 trillion market cap for Cardano, but even more. Now, some people are saying, well, if Cardano reaches a $1 trillion market cap, that's going to be impossible because there's no way it'll ever be bigger than Bitcoin. Maybe. Maybe not. It depends on how things work. This is the thing. Those of you that watch my videos and others out there, you have to open your mind. It's almost like the Matrix, right? If you believe you can jump 150 feet from one building to another, truly, well, it's much more likely that you can and will. The second you cast doubt on yourself is the second you fall through the rubber floor. So the fact of the matter is, I believe that a lot of institutional money is going to be going into Cardano. Is it going to be going into Ethereum and Bitcoin as well? Absolutely, because that is a short-term gain, and it's still going to be a much more significant short-term gain than anything they're getting in the stock market. I mean, hell, I get all these blips and beeps about Amazon going into the shitter recently. Because I guess these tariffs that Trump has been putting on trade and this and that, half of Amazon is Chinese products, right? So, because I haven't heard about it, Yelly. So, what's up, Cali Green? Cali Green 420. Nothing. What up, Crow? How you doing, Miggity Miner? So anyway, I do think that I got Charles' mind working. I think the thing is that Charles is such a brain that all he thinks about, he doesn't think about Cardano price. He doesn't think about marketing. He's not thinking about any of that shit. He's thinking about how do we establish the best possible team to create the best possible cryptocurrency economy, and if you build it, they will come. And I think he's absolutely right. It's, Charles is, he's legitimately somebody that I could sit and listen to talk for hours. I mean, I kind of have. And, some people were giving me shit that I kept cutting Charles short on some of his responses to my questions. The reality of it is that the nature of YouTube doesn't really want a 3-hour video. We went an hour and a half, which I'm extremely grateful for, and I would love to have gone for another hour and a half. But the attention span of the typical internet or YouTube viewer is 5 minutes, let alone an hour and a half, whether you're a big fan of Cardano or not. And I wanted to make sure that I got as much information in that initial interview as possible. I do think that I got Charles' brain working. So, and there are more articles. Cardano aims for $1 trillion, bets on 5 or 10. The fact is, so if Cardano did get to $1 trillion market cap, you're basically looking at a $38.50 Cardano. Here's the thing. If you aim for the stars and you land on the moon, we all still win. And at Cardano at 16 cents, if you are not a holder of Cardano yet, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for, people. There are also there's a lot of news that has been coming out recently about the updates coming, 1.3, 1.4, so forth and so on. ADA is the future, and I absolutely do believe that. Yeah, hell, even Cardano at $5 is going to be huge for a lot of people. I'm just curious, what would that make me? Yeah, I mean, $5, it's all right. I'll be happier with about 10, 15. So anyway, when you hear the noise, look for Cardano. So do you think they will burn some of the Cardano coins? I doubt that. The more I think about it and the more I understand about what they're trying to develop and establish, I don't see them really burning any Cardano. It'd be great for all of us that are holding it, but I think that they're going to need a substantial supply because, keep in mind, they're trying to make Cardano like the currency of different countries and their import-export infrastructures and everything else. Like, it's a pretty big deal. I don't even think people realize fully what Cardano is and how it's going to be utilized. I might do a video at some point in the future going deeper into that. Yo, Crow, that Equitas bot system looks so good. It does, doesn't it? It's pretty. It's very pretty. And I know that some people are like, but Crow, we got Profit Trailer because of you. And, look, Profit Trailer is still a great product, but it's only truly beneficial in a sideways market or a market with crazy volatility. That way you've got the ups and downs and your pairs are still meeting somewhere in the middle. But the idea of the Equitas bot is to be profitable in any market, not have bags, utilizing automatic stop losses if necessary, things like that to keep your money trading. And so it's going to be slick. I think we're actually going to be doing another video on the Equitas bot this Wednesday. So make sure you stick around for that. Now, outside of that, ultimately, I think I made it all pretty clear. Wow, that's only 19 minutes. But I'm very, very bullish on what's going on in the market. And I think I really do kind of understand what's happening. I mean, it's still going up, 77.35. I mean, I don't even need to look at any charts to really understand what's happening. I just think that there's a lot of anticipation for August and this big ETF SEC announcement. And I think that because of the insane popularity of the idea of this ETF and the cryptocurrency community kind of gathering up and rallying together to push this thing forward, I just think it's one more step in the big direction. I'm telling you, when all this stuff really starts kicking off, everybody, everybody that put money into just probably about anything in the top 100, I see very, very happy by the end of this year, heading into 2019. I really do. Let's take a look at chat and see what else you guys have going on here. Crow, can I apply to be a pole dancer in your new nightclub? Sure, Dabo. You have to wear a thong, though. What do you think of rewards token? I actually just made an investment in rewards token. I haven't had the chance to review it or talk about it yet, but I will be very soon. I really kind of like what they're doing, man. I mean, I did actually talk about it a little bit in a recent video, but I'm going to do a full overlook of rewards token. But let's just say I've already invested. I'm in it. I like it. And I know they're going to be doing some NASCAR stuff, and which actually got my attention to look at it. And I'm like, man, like the people who like the guy who's running the show, basically he set up like the rewards program for Sony, American Airlines, I think, American Express, something like that. I can't even remember all the details, but the team of that thing is legit as hell, and they've been building up relationships with retail merchants for 4 or 5 years. And so they're hitting the ground running already. They're not having to create they're pulling the horse before the cart for a change. They're basically saying, look, we've got all these merchant relationships. We can do all of this stuff. Now we're creating this token, and they're all going to utilize it. So I'm actually very pumped about that. I think it's going to be pretty fun. Your thought on OX? I've liked OX for a long time. Still like Incash? Sure. I mean, I still hold everything I've ever bought. Here's the thing. You know, a lot of you guys, some of you guys are really hard on YouTubers, including me, and you basically, I almost did a video that says, with the title, like, I'm a shill, and I love it. Because the idea of, so I actually talked to my lawyer about this, because what some people do is they will get a really big position on a cryptocurrency, and then they will come on YouTube, and they will tell their followers all about how amazing it is. And they will watch the price spike, and then they liquidate, and they dump it on all your heads without telling you when it's kind of peaked out, and they see that the volume's starting to slow down, and then they buy back in and improve their position. For securities, that is illegal, even in cryptocurrencies. However, utility tokens are not regulated in that sense, and it's a complete legal thing. However, that is not at all what I do. One of the big things that I've done, and now people say, oh, you could shill. What is a shill? A shill, I think that a shill is somebody who is paid to promote something that is garbage and put a positive spin or positive light on something that they just do not believe in. I think everybody knows I don't do that. I just called one of these ICOs a complete shit show last week. And, you know, if I think that something is harmful, I won't even touch it. Everybody knows I don't, or if it has to do with vices or anything like that. I do not review cloud mining. Hashflare shutting down is a prime example of why. Or at least closing their Bitcoin contracts, whatever the hell they're doing. I don't have any parts of it, so I don't care. I mean, I kind of do care. But anyway, I don't promote anything casino related on my channel. I passed up. Here's the thing. I saw somebody in a Telegram channel, because I observe a lot. Like somebody else said, I'm always there and I'm never there at the same time. And he was very right, because I'm always paying attention to what's going on, but I'm not always involved. I'm not aggressively chatting with everybody constantly, but I am pretty much there all the time. And I saw somebody in another channel basically say, oh, Crow will promote anything he's being paid to. And I'm like, dude, if you had any idea how much money I've turned down, and I am not freaking kidding, man. I have turned down, if I were to add it up in my head, since I started this channel, I have legitimately turned down what would amount to, I'm guessing, realistically, $250,000 to $300,000. And I'm not kidding. I've had casinos offer to throw tons of money at me, whether it was Bitcoin, their own token. I've had advisory offers for shit tons of tokens that I did not accept because I just wasn't with it. I didn't like the project enough to spend my time on it. I've had a lot of opportunities to make a hell of a lot more money. If I see something as passive, or like, well, you know, I don't necessarily think this is a scam per se. I don't think this is a bad thing. Unless it's something bad where if they pay me, It was set up through my booking people, but then I'll tell my booking rep, hey, this is a shit show, and I'm not returning their Bitcoin. They paid me for exposure. I'm going to give it to them. They may or may not like it. So anyway, how much have I accepted? Now that's a secret. That's only for me and the tax man to know. Look, I'm not going to lie. I've done very well. But I've turned down a lot. So, it's not really that I will promote anything. I mean, porn, I could be rich just off of like porn crypto. I actually, as a matter of fact, I had a company, I'm not even going to say who it is, but I had a company that was apparently created by 3 sex workers in Vegas. I'm not even kidding. And they're like, we'll pay you all this to promote us. We don't care if you're, shitting all over us. We don't care if it's bad review, good review, say whatever, do whatever. No press is bad press. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. Wait a minute. Crow promotes shit coins like Dragon Chain at its peak. I like Dragon Chain, so I don't know what you're drinking. Dump of all your and RB. What? I don't even know what that means, Clay. I'm not sure. I don't know. It would be cool of you to give us all a better entry level. You are a whale, man. Please, just once. No. Oh, I mean, I already sold the majority of my Bitcoin. I told everybody that. I used it to buy our house. That's what we're paying for our house with. I basically started from scratch. So, yeah. Let's see. All right, you convinced me about ADA. Bag just got heavier. Look, Cardano is going to be a huge boomer. I mean, look, there are a lot of great projects out there that I see doing very well over the next year. Just Cardano, I just think has the strongest legs for the race, man. That's all there really is to it. Have you ever heard of Universal Blockchain, and what do you think about it? Nope, haven't heard of it until just now. Let's see. I see a lot of people pumping random stuff that I haven't heard of. Haven't been here in a while. Nice to see you're still real. Look, I'm always real. Mainframe I like. I don't own any yet, but I do like Mainframe. It looks pretty interesting. I am very real. Like, look, some people I've seen all kinds of comments since I first started this channel. That I've gotten cockier, I've gotten more aggressive, I'm less emotional. You guys got to remember that when I first started this channel, I was just getting all my hormone therapy checked because I used to be a woman. No, I'm just kidding. No, my testosterone levels were all jacked up. My estrogen levels were all jacked up. I'm still very emotional. And I get pretty aggressive sometimes, but I'm always brutally honest. Like, I just speak my mind, I speak my opinion, kind of no holds barred. If something's great, I say it's great. If it's not, I say it's not. And it's just kind of how it is. And it's one of the reasons why I have the following that I have. I mean, there are almost 400 people in here right now, and I'm very, very grateful for each and every one of you. I really am. I appreciate the fact that everybody's tuning in. What do you think about Tron and Stellar Lumens? Stellar Lumens is actually growing on me because there seems to be a lot more projects. Here's the other point that I wanted to make about the current market. Because of the whole, like, there have been so few quality projects the past month or so, probably maybe even 2 months, a lot has slowed down. I know that my booking reps have told me that we have a huge list of companies that want reviews for their ICOs, but they're all extending their start dates because they don't want to launch in this bear market because they're afraid of what might happen. They want things to go well, and everybody knows that a lot of ICOs, they might conclude without even having sold out or just getting a small percentage of the market or their soft cap. And so they're not really looking to do that, and I don't blame them. But now that Bitcoin is rising and things are starting to turn around a bit, the thing is the altcoin market is still kind of down, which is still a great place to buy. Now, I think that come August, I think you're going to start seeing a lot more quality projects. You're probably going to see a lot more quality reviews from me. Actually, my new TV show starts in August on Biz TV, up to like 150 million people. How you like that? And I'm pretty pumped. I think August is going to be a really, really good month. I really do. I'm excited about August. Crypto Crow, thoughts on the war between Test Alliance and Pandemic Legion? Just kidding, man. I know you don't play anymore. That's funny. I have no idea what's been going on with Eve. I still have active accounts because I always ran with 3. So I had my main damage dealer and badass, and then I had my 2 Logi alts that I would run. And, that's how you make things go pop, baby. But yeah, I've been missing Eve a lot lately. I've been missing everybody in Vendetta because, man, that was a good group. Just a real logical, real just scheming, very like honorable. Like that was the thing about Vendetta, man, and Eve when I played Eve. It's like, man, you buy a contract, every one of us, like you put a hit out on somebody, we're hunting. Like we're hunting them. I mean, people would find out that we would have a contract on their head and they would just stay out of the game for like 3 weeks. Because it was cool, man. I missed everybody in Vendetta. If you're out there, what's up? I'll probably come back every now and then here soon. Obviously, things have been really busy. Cardano's been a good buy for months. Yeah, it has. It's been a very good buy, and it still is. Crow, what's your thoughts on Cork Chain? I like Cork Chain. A-Chain, I don't know a whole hell of a lot about, to be honest, so I don't want to say either way. I would love to fly with you, man. I have some alts out of Corp we should roam. I'm not sure what that is. I've just started D&D again with some old buddies. Geek alert. Oh, I'm getting into War Machine again. I'm getting ready to start playing some War Machine. I'm actually going to have a game room in the new house down in my office. So I'm just going to try and have like a weekly game night and just chill out, man. Just suck down some scotch, play some War Machine. Yeah, mainframe is cool. I like it. Zebi seems all right, but I've already expressed my opinions about Indian developers and Indian development teams. The market is brutal. Sparkster was the last ICO to be trashed. Ooh. Yeah, I never got in on Sparkster. I did make some buys recently. I don't even remember what the hell all I bought. I'll probably do some videos, some why I bought videos here soon. But I got into 11 new positions that I'm pretty proud to have. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess that's about it. I did see this article I thought was kind of funny. MasterCard system crash brings out crypto tweeters. The credit card companies have been struck again with outages only weeks after credit card company Visa saw its customers suffer a similar dilemma. Down goes MasterCard. This time it was the turn of the competitor, which exactly as it happened following the Visa outage, received a deluge of customer complaints from those unable to complete payments. So, yeah. Bitcoin has never had a service interruption. I'm telling you, times are changing, man. Times are changing. And, I'm guessing with like 3 years from now, we're going to look back. 3 years from now, we're going to look back at this picture right here, and it's going to be laughable. I'm telling you, it's going to be freaking laughable. And we're going to scroll down, and some of the coins that were on top for a while are going to be like much higher, and some of them are going to fall. Stellar Lumens I actually like. There are some pretty cool projects coming out on Stellar. You know one that I actually like too, that I am actually, it's up 3.5%, almost 3.5%. NEM. I've noticed that there's some pretty big projects getting ready to come out on NEM. And I find that interesting. So at an all-time high of about $1.90, is that what I saw? Yeah, about $1.90. And it's at 17 cents. That might not be a bad idea either, because they're picking up some steam and people are building on the NEM platform, and I think it's a pretty good sign of things to come. Icon still at $1.30. Man, I mean, the fact that Icon has held on as much as it has, keep in mind, Icon was 11 cents at ICO, folks, and it's still $1.30 after all of this. It's kind of crazy. Here's what I want some feedback on. I didn't put this in the title because I didn't want to fake everybody out or be like clickbait or get every bunch of pissy. But I'm actually thinking about giving away a BMW on my channel. Hold on, I'll go into more detail when I read this comment. If you are looking on something similar to ADA, but with better tech agreements with governments, if you even say check out you. Okay, I'll take a look at it, but I don't know. So anyway, here's what I'm thinking. I have it's only I think it's a 2004. It's beautiful. I mean, it's really nice. It's like a 2004 BMW SUV. It's an X3. Okay. Now, I got to put a new battery in it because it's been sitting because I got a Cadillac and I just don't drive it. But so I think when I bought it as an in-between car, right? And I think I bought it for like $7,500 or something like that. I don't remember. It wasn't a crazy expensive car. It looked immaculate. And it's a very nice looking car. Like, it'd be a pimp ass ride for someone in college. Let's put it that way. And, but then it started overheating. And I'm like, it would overheat at stoplights. And I'm thinking, I don't have time to deal with this shit. So I literally went out the next day and just bought another car. It's when I got my Cadillac. And I talked to some people and they're like, well, it could be like $150. It could be a thermostat thing. You just need to change the thermostat. Or it could be something bigger. It could cost you $100 or $1,000 to get it fixed. I don't know. And I'm like, I just don't have the time. It runs, like, if I just put a new battery in it, because it's been sitting with the, basically the battery's gone dead through the winter, so if I put a new battery in it, it runs fine. But I've just been letting it sit, and I thought, well, what if I just gave it away on my YouTube channel? Worst case scenario, you get a pretty badass ride. Maybe it costs you $100 or maybe it costs you $1,000 to get it fixed. Either way, you get a pretty badass ride for, let's just say, $1,000 in shipping or something. I don't know how I'm going to work it out. But the thing of it is that I have to, I don't have to, so if I give it away on my channel as a promotional thing, then I can write off the total purchase price of it. And so I thought that might be just something cool. Like, who's done that shit? Who's just giving away a car on YouTube? So I need to come up with something to have everybody do. Like, you have to be a subscriber. I know you're going to have to be a subscriber, and there'll be something else that everybody has to do, but I don't know. I kind of want to make everybody do something really good for someone that, I don't know. Like, I want to come up with something, but I'm probably going to give away a BMW in the near future on my channel. So, and I'm not going to lie. This isn't a generous thing of me. It's not really generous. It's giving me a write-off that I probably am very much going to need this year. And see, the thing of it is if I gave it to charity, what happens with a charity is they just sell it for whatever they can get, and then you basically can write off whatever their purchase price was. If you use it as a promotional item or a part of your business, then you can write off the actual full purchase price. So it's not, yeah, it'll help someone out, and it'll be cool and a fun thing and a crazy thing to do. But, I could just sell it. Yeah, I could sell it, just make my money back. But, anyway, I might say you have to be a subscriber and you have to be in my Telegram channel. But I don't know. We'll see. It's white. It's white. I don't have any pictures handy right now, but when I do it, I'll put some pictures up. It's nice. I'll show you about what it looks like. White BMW 2004 X3. This is pretty much what it looks like. Well, I had to take a double take. I'm like, that kind of looks like mine in my yard. They pull that off Facebook or what? But anyway, that's pretty much what it looks like. I mean, it'll be a pimp car. This is almost exactly what the inside looks like too. Hold on. It's a little different than that, I think. Maybe. I don't remember. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Take a picture in an iconic location in the world holding the Crypto Crow logo. Maybe. Crow decals. I did think about wrapping it, like the Crypto Crow mobile, and just driving it around every now and then, but I'm like, that might be cheesy. It would be funny if I wrapped it and then gave it away, but then somebody'd probably just take it off and sell it. So that's no fun. All right. Well, I'm going to hop off here. Let me do a quick refresh of what we're looking at. Let me see. 75.51. Gone up again since I started this video. Is it safe to hold ADA if you are non-accredited investor? Hello. What would happen if it's labeled a security by the SEC? Please reply, Crypto Crow. I don't really see that happening, but I can't see the SEC going into something with a let's see, a $4.3 billion market cap, and basically telling the world you're going to jail if you hold Cardano. I don't see that happening. I would talk to your securities attorney or your tax attorney or something. But I don't see that necessarily happening. It would just create way too many problems. Here's the thing about the SEC. I really don't think that the SEC is trying to ruin the space. I really don't. I did at first because I'm a big conspiracy theorist and kind of a nutcase myself. And, early on, I'm like, the SEC is trying to hold the man down. And, some of that is still true. I mean, to an extent. But I think that they have a lot more merit and reason behind what they do than just keeping the man down. Because I've learned firsthand what it's like dealing with a mass amount of people who that are just really clueless, but they really want in. They want this, they want that. And it's a lot of babysitting. It's a lot of confusion. It's a lot of people that just do not listen, no matter how many times you tell them the same damn thing over and over. And it's a mentality. It really is. It's a mentality, and it's a very difficult thing to try and lead some people to. I don't know what the word is, but let's just say that I understand more and more about why the SEC is the way it is. Because for an unscrupulous mind, it could be very easy for somebody to take, take advantage of people, okay? And I think that, I don't know, I think that the SEC has their place. And let's face it, man, the SEC has to... my biggest gripe at this point is don't tax me on shit you can't protect. Like, that's kind of the way I see things now. I get what they're doing, and I don't mind paying some taxes, but crazy high capital gains tax, for what? I mean, really, for what? I'm taking all the risk, doing all the work just to give almost half of it away to somebody who can't even fucking protect me from somebody trying to steal it from me. I mean, give me a break. That's bullshit to me. And then when you let other, people in the government trash talk it and try to knock it out and down and everything else, it's whatever. How many miles? It's got a lot of miles, I'll tell you. I don't remember how many, but it's got a lot of damn miles. Yeah, it would only be in the U.S. It would have to be someone in the U.S. and he'd have to be able to ship it. So, all right. On that note, guys, I'm going to sign off for the night, get back to work. I love you, miss you, mean it. Thank you all. Very, very good attendance tonight. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you are, you never know when I'm going to launch this whole BMW campaign. I might just do it. So make sure you're a subscriber or you're going to miss out. Until next time, crow your coins. I'll see you soon. Have a good night.